Hi everyone, and welcome back to the rally.nor overland project. Well, as you can see, I'm standing here with my new bike. It's the new model of the Husqvarna 701 long range, and as you all know, it's fitted with the extra front tank. And of course, as every other motorcycle, this needs some maintenance, and that's why most motorcycles today, they come with a handy little book like this. It's a owner's manual, and this clearly says 2020 701 Enduro long range. So I expect that everything I need to know for my own maintenance, it's in here. You know, it's a very good book, and I think it's very much like the standard version, but with some tweaks. But you know, this motorcycle I have now ridden for 6,000 kilometers, and doing a lot of dusty roads, I thought it was about time that I have to take a look at the air filter. Now, everyone that's a little bit known to this bike, they know that the air filter is placed beneath the seat in the front. But on this model, for the 2020 long range, it's also beneath the extra fuel tank. So I went to the owner's manual because it says a lot about maintenance. It tells you all about the engine and oil changes and, you know, everything that you really need. But working on this bike for 4 years by planning, they don't say anything about how to remove the front tank. That's stupid. So this is going to be a video where I'm trying and maybe failing in removing the front tank. So just hang on, and we'll have a look at it together. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. So this is the intake for the air, and I assume, or everybody knows, that the air filter is inside here. This is the fuel filter box, and now I need to find out how to remove the tank. So I'll just start with removing these yellow plastics, as they are kind of first in line as I see it, and take it from there. So that was only 3 torque bolts to remove the yellow plastic on each side, I think. Once you have removed all these 3 bolts, you have to take the yellow panel and just give it a little lift to loosen it. Now, moving on to the white side panels. First thing that I notice is in mind that there are differences. Look at this one and this one. So the deeper one will go with this thick, because of the thickness here, because there are both panels. So keep in mind all the different screws, and they have to be replaced or placed back in the right order. So actually this is a good thing, because all these tools that I'm working with right now is the tools that I'm going to take with me when I'm going out riding. And of course, when you're doing maintenance in your garage like I'm doing now, use the tools that you are bringing with you on any excursion. So actually what I found out now is that I need to bring with me a T25 as well. And I haven't found a T25 on this bike before now, so that's a good thing. I don't know how to bend this open. I really don't know how, or if I can do it, really. Oh yeah, and it comes off. Now that I see this, I can recommend you that you remove the left panel first, because that's the top layer, so it's going on the top side of the screws. So maybe it's smart to remove this one first. So you have a fuel connector, quick release, and also on both sides there are cranes. So you have to shut them off before you take the release off. Now you can see how the radiator is actually squeezed in between the two tanks sides, and my thought is that because this is not two tank sides, there's a whole unit, it will actually protect the radiator quite nice whenever you fall over or anything like that. My opinion only, and I'm sure somebody will post something if I'm wrong, or it turns out that it's not a good idea. Well, I decided now that I will shut off this first crane. I don't know, I really don't know how these two sides are connected, so I will actually shut off both cranes before I loosen any of the quick connectors. Because if I just do this one, I open the quick connector and the fuel will maybe come from the other side and leak out here anyway. So close both cranes before you remove the tank. And hopefully this will be all that I need. Working with one hand and operating my phone with the other hand, it's not the easiest thing. Yeah, it comes a little bit of fuel when you release it, but that's all right. We're undone. And there will be one screw on each side near the bracket up here. I'll remove those two. And also this one here. Pretty tight spot right here. Be careful that you don't lose this one. So giving it a little bit of lift like this. Okay. Let's see what we got here. It looks like it's only, I don't know if you can see this.
There is 2 bolts here. I'll just try to remove them. Just so we can see.
Okay, I just released these 2 bolts. And actually, finally, I could pull this funnel out, or what you call it. And it seems like I also can reach my air filter from here. Just pull it out like this. Great news! So this is all the things that this little owner's manual did not say. One more thing that you got to notice is there, that one. That's a bracket and it's a slot in the tank, so you just have to make sure that when you replace the tank you fit it onto that one. So as you can see, maybe, yeah, not easy. Well, when you are replacing this cover, there are 2 hooks in the front here. Make sure that when you reinstall, it actually goes where it should be. Remind you or point out that fasten these 2 bolts in the front first before you go with the rear, because these are really fiddly, so it's easier to get these in at yeah, right. Sure, I just did it. Now my bolt is down there. You may or may not see it, and yeah, it was supposed to be in there. And I got to say, these bolts, they are not magnetic. That's cool. Really. So remember, on all types of cranes like this, when you open them that they until they stop, and then give them a quarter turn back. That's just not to leave any tension on the crane or anything inside it. So just my little tip as a plumber. Okay, now so the reinstall was pretty straightforward, easy. Yeah, just mind that these rubber grommets, or what they are, don't over tighten them, because then they might crack up over time. So just a little bit, just to make sure that they don't fall out of their holes. And also on the yellow side panels here, there are actually 2 hooks, one in the bottom and also one up here, inside here somewhere. So just make sure that you have both of those hooks in place before you remount the 3 bolts holding it. And no problem, not at all. A little bit fiddly. I think it's personally, I think it's quite stupid that the Husqvarna manual don't show anything of this at all. Only thing that it says is that you should replace the air filter after 10,000 kilometers. So that's stupid. All in all, I hope you find this useful, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Give me a big thumbs up if you like it, and I'll make sure that I will make another video soon. I've now passed 6,000 kilometers, and what do I think about the bike so far? Well, I'll get back to you on that one. Okay, see you and stay safe.